Aloha, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here to do your monthly reading for our Capricorns for the month of October 2018. So this month we are going to be focusing on romance or romantic relationships, so love reading and a deeper love reading for you. We will also have your theme for the month, as well as some additional cards and information from the angels. And then we are going to have a mascot for you again this month. I'm really loving this animal mascot energy, and so you'll have an animal guide that will be here with you for the month of October as well. Before we get started, I just want to share that I've got a video that's going to immediately follow the reading that will give you some cool information about a brand new treasure box club. And it's based on a powerful Feng Shui adjustment that we will be doing together, and I'm super excited to share it with you. So make sure that you check out that video as well when this one concludes. So let's go ahead and get started, Cappies. We've got your theme for this month is the 9 of Air. Air cards are all about the head, the intellect, kind of what's going on upstairs. This particular card is that kind of being in a downward spiral of thoughts. So expecting the worst, which then of course brings that in. So really what you want to do in the deeper message for you around this is watch your thoughts, because that awareness is important. And when you're aware of your thoughts kind of going down there, you get to choose something different. So when, for instance, you have, maybe you have a fear around, one of your children getting hurt or something like that, which, again, fear is false expectations appearing real. So 99.9% of the time, nothing ever happens that you're afraid of. But when we have those thoughts, and if we focus on those thoughts, it does tend to bring that to us because of the law of attraction. So really being in a space of catching that and like, oh, that's not what I want. What is it that I do want? And then focusing on what I want my children to be safe and happy and feel loved and protected, right? Whatever that might be, okay? So just watching your thoughts and really being in a space of shifting them, being aware, and then shifting them to what is it that you do want. So shifting that around. Okay, let's see what else is coming in for you guys this month. Right, so we've got the Page of Earth coming in. Earth cards are all about how you make your money, what you need to do to be grounded here on Earth. And Page of Earth brings with it a curiosity. And so this Page of Earth energy is about wanting to do something more challenging or wanting to learn something new. So this is really a new area of study that's going to come in. Something that you just are going to be interested in. So it might be about taking classes. It might be going back to school, actually. It might be about just, doing programs on the internet, whatever it might be, right? So that's sort of the energy of something new to study. Okay, maybe it's even the treasure box, right? It might even be something related to abundance, who knows? And then this is good, does bring good news around finances. So that's the other piece of this Page of Earth that's really awesome, is good news about finances, which is great. And then we've got the 19 card, which is the Sun, Archangel Uriel, and this is a happy outcome. So it really bodes well for this month, even though you've got these like fears and insecurities about what's going to happen. The reality is that it's going to be a happy outcome. So really focusing on that. Uriel is our idea angel, so oftentimes this brings in fresh ideas, new ideas that are actually the answers to your prayers. So paying attention to the ideas that are coming in, right? You can make long-term plans. So this is really about like things are going to be looking good going forward. So having that confidence in yourself and your abilities and your ability to co-create the life that you really want. So that's just kind of a shift card. I like to see the Arcana cards as like a shift card. So that's a shift, and so is this one. So there may be some things shifting or changing in your life this month. We've got Archangel Metatron coming in. I love Metatron. Metatron is our time angel, also helps us with organization, all of that type of thing. He's a really helping you with self-discipline this month, the willpower, so that you can get the things done that you need to achieve the things that you want to achieve, right? And as you achieve these things, there is a pat on the back. There's some sort of public recognition, some sort of kudos that you get as a result of that. That can even be like a client giving you a raving testimonial, you know, something like that. Can definitely be that public recognition, right? Okay, let's see what we've got for the romance aspect of things. Okay, so we've got romantic feelings coming in. And when this card pops up, it's really letting you know that your feelings are real and they are worth exploring. So don't ignore them. If you have these romantic feelings, you know, explore them. Follow the nudges that you're getting around that, which could potentially lead to a honeymoon. Honeymoon to me energy is about traveling together with someone. It can also be about doing new things with another and just enjoying time together, right? So that honeymoon, when we think about honeymoons, it's really that connected time together. And it can even be about renewing or recharging the relationship, right? If it's something where you've been married for a number of years. If it's brand new, it definitely can mean an actual honeymoon that you're getting married. So that can come into play as well. And then the angels, for some of you that have been struggling a bit with your relationship, which not really a surprise because of everything that's going on energetically. There's a lot of stuff coming up right now for us to examine and to look at and to move through and to feel. So if you're having issues in relationship, you know, it may be because one or both of you are not actually feeling your emotions, but they want you to give your relationship a chance, okay? So do the work. Work on it. Find those books that you're being guided to that are really amazing to help you with relationships. Go to classes together, you know, do that internal work and the external work as well. So, and I hate to call it work. I don't even like that term. Like, do what you're being guided to do, right? Follow the flow. Follow your intuitive guidance is really the message. All right, are you ready for your animal guide for this month? Your animal guide is the giraffe, and the giraffe brings in the energy of foresight, letting you know that you have the ability to see the future, okay? So this is something that I feel like we all have this ability, but it's just some are more open to it than others, and so this is going to be a time of you opening more to that, right? And understanding that you do actually have that ability to see kind of down the road how things are going to unfold. So that's a beautiful energy. And again, we want to focus on what it is that we want. So going back to that Nine of Air card that we started with, focusing on what it is that we want to create, because we can shift it. Even if we see like, oh, that looks like what's coming and I don't like that, then shift it, change it. You can co-create whatever you want, right? And you have help. That's why I say co-create, because you're never doing anything alone. You have a whole team of spirit angels and guides that are there to assist you. And of course, ascended masters and God and all the other deities that you may potentially call upon, right? So yeah, just know that you get to create your own reality. If you are new to me and enjoyed this, please subscribe to my channel. There's a little button in the corner. Hit the bell so that you get notified when I post new videos. I do this pretty often. I have these monthlies for the zodiac signs, but I also do daily little mini readings that are just 5 minutes or less. It's a great way to start your day every day, and it's a very short message and then an affirmation to work with for the day. And then I usually always post the affirmations on my Facebook and my Instagram and a few other social media outlets as well. And so then that affirmation is available to you too. And then I do Feng Shui Fridays. So every Friday I have a new video that is going to give you a little bit of information about how to bring more harmony to your home using the ancient proven practice of Feng Shui. So that is something else that I do on this channel. So for now, stay tuned for the next little video that's going to play, that's going to share with you about how to become an abundance attraction. What was the wording around that? They gave me this the other day. Abundance attraction factor was the way that they put it. But so an abundance attractor, right? Through the treasure box. Stay tuned and let me know what you think about that. Much love to you and much aloha. Aloha, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here today to share with you a little bit more about my Treasure Box Club, which is brand new. And the Treasure Box is actually based on a super powerful Feng Shui adjustment called the Treasure Box that is a way to help you attract and bring in more abundance into your life. And the idea around this is, essentially it's based in Feng Shui, right? And Feng Shui is a 6,000-year-old art and science that's based on the principle that your space or your environment reflects and affects your life and what's happening in your life circumstances, right? So Feng Shui improves your life by balancing the energy in your space and creating an environment that energetically supports the things that you want to be, do, and have in your life. So very subtle shifts, subtle changes make a big impact in what's happening in your life. So oftentimes there's things that are impacting your life and they are impacting you from your environment and you have no idea about that, right? So the really idea behind all the videos that I shoot and even this treasure box one that I'm sharing with you is really just to get you thinking about your environment and how it might be impacting you or impacting your life. And of course, to provide solutions for how you can make shifts in your environment to positively impact your life. So, the Treasure Box Club. What is the Treasure Box Club all about? I'm super excited about it because it's really a fun thing for me. I have created treasure box kits for a number of years, and when I moved to Maui, I stopped selling those just because it was like I was just not sure about the shipping and all of that kind of stuff, and I hadn't bought everything that needed to go into the kits because there's very specific things that go into the kits, right? So the treasure box, again, is a very powerful Feng Shui adjustment. And it's something that we conduct for 27 days in a row. And that's part of the power of it, is this building upon it day after day after day, okay? So the items that you actually need for the treasure box, I'm going to show you what those are today, and then I'm also going to share with you a little bit more about what the Treasure Box Club is about. So the items that you need to actually do the treasure box adjustment or to create your quote-unquote treasure box, you need a piggy bank. So I've got these cute, adorable little piggies with the green snouts. I chose the green because, of course, green, you know, oftentimes means money for people. So these adorable little piggy banks, that is the first thing that you need. You need a red cloth. So these are red cloths that are included in the kit. And then you need a new black pen, and a mirror. This one happens to be, I believe it's 6-inch diameter. So a mirror is needed for the adjustment. And then red paper is the other thing that is needed for the adjustment. So these are the basic things that we need to actually do the adjustment. But when you join the club, the Treasure Box Club, it's so much more than just what's included in the kit. You get everything that is required to do the adjustment, including a little scroll that has all the instructions in it and ideas and tips for being successful with it. So you get all of that with the Treasure Box Club. But the club is more than that, because it's really about having the support to successfully complete the adjustment, right? And it's also about receiving sort of things along the way that will help shift you mentally towards more abundance and to attract more abundance that way as well. So it includes a number of different things. We have a private Facebook group. So when you join the Treasure Box Club, you will be in the private Facebook group. And it also includes, so in that group, it's not just a it's not just a community, although the community aspect of it is really important, but it's also about giving you that support. So if you have questions, you're able to post them in there and I'm able to answer them. Also, it's about celebrating the successes, because when we celebrate our success, so when you actually post about your success or the abundance that you're attracting in, it actually expands it. And when you read other people's posts, it also raises your vibration and your attraction point. So doing this in a group format is so super powerful. I just can't even share with you enough how powerful it is to do it in a group setting, because again, it's magnified. Your efforts in attracting more abundance are magnified by everyone else in the group. So flippin' cool. I love that aspect of it. Super cool. So, but the club, of course, is about more than that. So when you join the club, you get everything that I talked about here, but you also are getting within, and it comes in, I have to show you this because it's super cute. It all comes to you in a purple box. So this is the box that you'll receive when you order your Treasure Box kit. And the box is purple because purple is the color for the wealth sector in our Feng Shui Bagua. So you see that right here. Wealth is purple. So that is specifically why I chose the color purple for the boxes as well. And then with that box, you also get an angel that's going to be there for you on your journey. So I have a bunch of different archangels and their invocations, and so it's really a random thing, but always perfect, right? Just like with the cards, is that you will receive the angel that most wants to work with you throughout the process, and that angel is going to stay with you. So you'll have an invocation, you'll have a picture of the angel and the angel's message to go along with you on the journey, as well as an abundance invocation. So that invocation is something that it will be on a little, like a business card size, that you can carry with you. And anytime you're wanting, like standing in line at the grocery store, you can read it. If you're, waiting at a stoplight, you can read it. These are things that you can do to boost the energy and your abundance attraction factor, which I like to call it. I love that phrasing that they just brought in, abundance attraction factor. can't say it too many times fast, but it is super powerful. So the box contains all of that. You get all of that. One lucky person in each group that I send out. So when I do the group format, which I'm going to be offering twice a year, this time around it's going to be October and then February. So the very first one, the focus group that I'm doing, is October. But in each of these like batches that I'm doing with the group format, one of them will contain this red envelope. So this beautiful red envelope. This red envelope contains a gift certificate for a free 30-minute reading with me, a private reading, and that is worth $99. So right away, someone is going to have that abundance coming into them immediately, right? So that is a cool thing. So when you get your box, look for that if you are part of one of the groups. Okay. Let's see what else I need to share. So what else does the Treasure Box Club, do for you? What else do you get? So I'm creating wealth affirmations for every single day. So for 27 days, you'll have a wealth affirmation that you can work with for that particular day while we're doing the adjustment. I will also have a wealth or abundance meditation. So this is something that I'm going to be channeling, and this will be a downloadable item for you where you'll be able to download this meditation and keep it forever and keep working with it, right? But really beautiful energy to work with that meditation on a daily or however often you feel like doing it during the time that you're doing the treasure box adjustment, right? So that is also included. I'm also including 2 Facebook Live sessions for the groups. So one will be before we actually start the adjustment, so I can share with you a little bit more of the details about it and show you how to set it up. And then I will do one midstream that will just do kind of a check-in and how are things going, what questions do you have, what else is coming up for you. And you'll always still be able to ask questions in the Facebook group as well. But I just like the idea of doing that touch point in between time. And then the beautiful part about this also is that I am going to offer, for those of you in the group setting, I'm going to offer a text reminder on a daily basis. So this will be a text that will come to you reminding you to collect your coins, which is part of the process, and then also will contain that wealth affirmation for the day. So beautiful way to just have that reminder popping in for you on a daily basis. So that is something else that I'm offering with the group aspect of things. And then the beautiful thing about this is once you have the kit, you'll remain in the Treasure Box Club throughout, and when I do new groups, you can actually participate in the new groups as well. So that is something that is really a beautiful bonus, because that means that if you wanted to do the Treasure Box a couple times a year, you could do that, because you'll have everything that you need. You will have to get a new pen each time, because it does require a new black pen each time that you do it. So that is a pretty simple, easy thing, very accessible for you to get. And then I am including extra red paper in your kit, but that's something if you do it, year after year, you might have to buy some red paper. So those would be the only things that you might have to do. So that is what the Treasure Box is about. Super powerful Feng Shui adjustment. And I do just want to share something that one of my clients that went through this said to me about it. And her take on it was she understood, or she came to realize by doing the Treasure Box adjustment, that she needed to get out of her house to attract more abundance. So that was an interesting dynamic, because lots of times with technology now and everybody's online, we tend to stay home more, right, than getting out. And this required her to get out of the house more, which drew more energy to her, right, and more abundance to her. And the other aspect of the Treasure Box is that you are collecting coins on a daily basis, which means that you're needing to use cash. And so many people now are just using their debit cards or credit cards for everything that they're not really getting the feel of using cash. So this adjustment requires that you use cash because you've got to get coins on a daily basis. So even if you're just using like $1 a day, you still have to have cash and be using some cash. And so it's a really beautiful energy to actually feel money again, because there's so much that we don't feel money around, right? And then I'll have some other tips and tricks along the way, some other practices that will help boost the energy of abundance, as well as additional Feng Shui tips for abundance. So specific things that you can do within your home to raise the energy of your wealth attraction factor in your space and thus in your life. So lots of juicy goodness with this. I hope that you join us. It's going to be super fun, super high vibe, and really will help you bring in more abundance into your life. And abundance can come in so many different ways. That's the other piece of it too. It's not just about the money. Abundance comes in many, many forms. Abundance of friends, abundance of love, abundance of time. There's so many other different ways that this abundance can show up for you. So super excited for you to join us, and all of the links and information are below if you're watching this on YouTube. Otherwise, if you're watching this on my website, then the information is contained within this page. Have an amazing, amazing day. Hope to see you soon. Aloha.